yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go to 54, go to 54. Why ain't?
Check 49.
Now Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Switch it, hey. Here we go.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll run with Elliott. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
They're going to 53.
Check.
Now Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, kill.
Top him.
Done.
Motion, pop.
Here we go. Go to 54. Why ain't? Here we go. 26.
Crack down.
Here's Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
We got to get
Kill. 47.
Under crunch. Switch. Travel.
26.
Prescott down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score. Brett Maher on for the field goal. A 31-yard.
The kick by Maher is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got something. Ready, go.
From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
11-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Elliott. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Wide 80.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I got wide.
Gun. Hey, 47. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
53, Mike. 6 man. Check curls.
Go. Get out there. Here we go, 46.
A first down throw for Prescott. He'll have a first down past the 40. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 25 yards that time.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He's got Smith here, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Mike.
Not here. Wide, get wide.
Here we go, 47.
53's the Mike. 53, check 53. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check 52.
Back, kill.
Jam him.
26.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Check. 53's Mike.
26.
53's Mike. It's a party now. Woo!
26.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott escaping the pressure right. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right there.
Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
18. Chopper.
Babies crawl all the way back home.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Scene 6. You can't block me.
The final shot before break. Love. And some space here. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 53.
All day, every any day.
Here we go, going to 54, 26.
They go to Elliott again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Gun.
51's to Mike.
You ain't going nowhere.
26.
Prescott from the gun. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And they will not get a chance to... About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Go, get out there. Here we go, 47, 26.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's it, baby.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the safety creep.
Hey, kill. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. Wide 8.
Mike's 59.
You must be dreaming.
Check. Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down, and that's what he just did.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Who's that? Mike's 5'9".
We're going to 54. Wide in. 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Gun.
Hot, hot. Check 59.
Gun.
It's 59. Mike the 59.
26.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Give me that ball.
Everybody kill.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Check your hot read. Mike, check. 59. Hey, man, hey.
26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Mike's
Here we go. Wide in.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, check 24.
Here we go. 46. 26.
Check Blue Draw Coker.
Here we go. 46. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go. Get out there. Here we go. 47.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
26.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. Wiggles free. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Squeeze, double.
He's checking.
Kill.
Crash.
26.
Elliott running right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go. Wide 8.
59, 59.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 8. Switch. Switch it. Hey. 26.
On first down, it's Elliott looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Go. Go.
Here we go. Kill. Under.
59. Mike's 59. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
26. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Bang, bang.
Then we're going to 53.
59. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Watch the screen. Pass. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Marr is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
There we go.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Who there? Who there? Switch. Smoke. Shim.
On first down, Love. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
you
right?
get a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Check, 59. He's tired of me.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. It's caught. Cooper. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here we go. Wide 8.
53.
Here we go. Kill.
Here we go. Kill.
Gun.
Motion.
Here we go. Going to 54. 126.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
I got you, boy.
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Cowboys, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make